Hi, everybody. This is Ryan from Athletic Conceptual Training Podcast. And we dive deep into the world of veterinary medicine, animal care, and entrepreneurship by bringing you real conversations with veterinary professionals, thought leaders, and trailblazing entrepreneurs in the animal health and pet industry. Today, for a conversation, we have Sydney,
Hi.
registered veterinary technician, and we're really excited about having the time to talk with her. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, I was really excited when you said yes and decided to come on and just like share your knowledge and experience, and all of the growth you've done in this field. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, cut that part out. Okay, hey.
I think I should just leave that. Ladies and gentlemen, just so you guys see, Sydney here.
Oh, you're leaving that?
Yeah, I'm gonna leave.
Okay,
it.
okay.
This is great. This is raw.
Okay.
This is raw. Okay.
So my name is Sydney.
Okay, never mind. I'm not leaving it. Cut. That was one of our blooper reels from our interview here with Sydney. Oh my God, it's such a good time recording with you.
Thank you. I enjoy it.
So we're gonna try this again. Really, Sydney, tell us a little bit about yourself and where are you from and what inspired your love for animals?
So I'm originally from California, but I've mostly practiced in Oregon.
Okay.
I've been in the field for about 10 years, working I've worked general practice and then also shelter medicine, but mostly ER and ICU is kind of my love.
Awesome. That's I really love that. Thank you for sacrificing your time and your education and expertise to taking care of all the pets in need. Was there a specific moment or animal that made you realize that you wanted to work in the veterinary field?
Not necessarily. I've always had a passion for animals since a very young age. I've always been around animals. I used to go in the alley and like get little kittens and make them my pets. And yeah, so I've always just enjoyed animals in general and knew that I wanted to work with them in some capacity.
Wow, that's amazing. So tell me, what is a registered veterinary technician? For those who don't know, how would you describe your job in simple terms?
Yeah, so a registered veterinary technician is someone who went to school, got licensed, took a national exam, but we really do so much, whether that's taking x-rays, inducing anesthesia or monitoring anesthesia, getting samples like blood samples, placing urinary catheters, like the list really goes on and on of the things we can do.
That sounds so intense. Um, what's the biggest difference between working in a regular veterinary clinic and an emergency veterinary setting?
So the biggest difference for me is when I've worked in general practice before, we basically have a set schedule and an outline of what the day is going to look like, what each patient is coming in for. And so it's it can be very structured and kind of knowing what to expect. Whereas in emergency medicine, it's always, you never know what's going to come in.
Right.
You never really know what's going to happen. It's an emergency situation. So having to think fast and work on your feet and really work as a team as well.
That's awesome. Walk us through what a typical day or night shift looks like for you.
Yeah, so it kind of depends on if we're doing working in the ICU inpatient or working more on the ER side, doing triaging. I've mostly been doing ICU. So for me, coming in, kind of learning about what each patient is here for and how we can treat them, and then also getting a baseline of how they're doing, taking vitals and getting started on those treatments.
Awesome. What's one of the most heartwarming cases you have experienced?
A really heartwarming patient that I've dealt with is one that came in for meningitis, so like inflammation of the brain.
Okay.
It also had encephalitis, which
Mm.
is more inflammation of the brain and membranes of the brain.
Wow.
And so it came in very neurological. The dog couldn't walk, was having seizures, and it progressed to the point where only had a swallow reflex, couldn't eat on its own,
Yeah.
couldn't walk. It was really sad. And everyone was very upset about the case because the patient was hospitalized for about a week. So it was kind of like, is this going to get better? What's going to happen? But after a week of like intense care and people being kind of sad about the case, the dog did a complete 180.
That's amazing.
Stopped having seizures, was walking, and the owner actually sent us videos later on of the dog doing agility courses and, you know, being back to its normal self, which was amazing.
Wow.
After seeing it very sad.
You saved that dog's life. That's amazing. Wow. How do you stay emotionally grounded while dealing with emergencies, life or death situations, and pet loss?
Yeah. So staying grounded, kind of talking about things, talking it out. I feel like in the veterinary field, we deal with a lot of mixed emotions.
Yeah.
And just a lot of hardships. So I think talking about it with the community or with friends or family that understand is very helpful. And then also just coming home, I feel like a lot of times people take the work home with them, especially in this field. So
Yeah.
kind of having those boundaries, going home,
Mhm.
resetting,
Mhm.
that sort of thing.
It must be hard to do that, to transition from such an intense environment and then just go home and shake it all off.
Yeah, I feel like it is very difficult to do that. So it's something that I try and practice. And if
Mhm.
it's a case that's really bothering me or I don't
Mm.
feel like good about things, then talking to my teammates or talking to the doctor,
Yeah.
and being able to come to peace with those situations.
Wow. Wow. What are some of the surprising things that people don't realize you have to know about being a vet tech?
Mm. I think all of the education that goes into it as well. Like we're doing these treatments on these patients, but you also have to know, like if I'm giving a medication, how does that medication work? How is it going to affect my patient?
Right.
What am I expected to see? And then just behavior as well. We have a lot of pets come in and it's an emergency situation. So
Yeah.
a lot of times they're scared, they're anxious, the owners are scared.
Yeah.
They can be painful, and knowing how to deal with that so it's safe for the patient and also the staff as well.
Yeah. Again, it's so comforting knowing that nurses like yourself are there to help the community with emergency situations at all times of the night. I mean, there's so many um, things that happen that people don't know how to deal with, and it's really nice to have that there. Um, why do you believe your role is crucial, not just for the animals, but for their families too?
I think it's crucial because as a society we have domesticated animals,
Mhm.
and with that, you know, we're taking care of a living being. So
Yeah.
making sure that they're staying happy and healthy. And then I also think that the veterinary community just plays a big role on like human health safety because there are
Mhm.
zoonotic diseases, which basically means diseases that can be passed on to humans, like
Yeah.
lepto and rabies and that sort of thing. So
Wow.
being aware, educating
Yeah.
owners and the public as well.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So, what do you love to do when you're not saving lives?
So I kind of am all over the place. I have a lot of hobbies that I like to do, whether that is writing or painting. I also like to dance.
Dance.
I
Okay.
really enjoy nature, so
Okay.
going on hikes. I have a
Awesome.
dog, so
Oh, what kind of dog do you have?
I have like a Great Pyrenees Golden Retriever named Jerry.
Jerry.
Mhm.
Do you dance with Jerry?
Yeah, Jerry does like to dance.
Yeah.
He's a fun big guy. Yeah.
Um, So, what's one thing you wish everyone knew about emergency veterinary technicians?
I think how much we care. Like, I've worked with such amazing, inspirational people who really put their all into everything,
Yeah,
working like 15, 16 hours, sometimes longer,
yeah,
just to make sure that the pet is getting the care it needs and
yeah.
is getting the best chance possible. And so I think just the dedication and the love that we really do have for our patients.
That's awesome. Well, Sydney, thank you for taking a quick moment out of your busy schedule to talk with me and really help blast the message and educate the community on what it is that veterinary technicians do. I really admire your work and your dedication to, continue to grow and really help these pets. There's a lot of animals in the world, and this industry needs to be highlighted. And I really love and am glad and feel honored to have the opportunity to speak with you.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate what you're doing for the community. I think this is very important, and I think we need to bring more awareness to the field.
That's awesome. Thank you. Hey, you guys, if you hear Ryan Johnson coming, don't shy away. We need more veterinary technicians to come on and be interviewed and speak with us. And let's get the message out there. Um, Thank you again.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, guys, this is Ryan from Athletic Conceptual Training. This is Sydney, RVT. Thank you for joining us for this segment. Hey guys, this is Ryan from Athletic Conceptual Training. We're serving the Livermore area and we really want to partner with you. Students, if you're ready to get better in basketball, volleyball, tennis, come and check us out. Look at our Instagram. We have a lot of content and we got more coming. We're one of the fastest growing company in the Bay Area and there's no other place to be. Parents, if you really want to unlock the potential of your student athlete, come and partner with us. Or if you yourself want to come out and get some training with Coach Ryan, don't hesitate. All you have to do is click the link below. Unlock your fullest potential. Be ready. Get up, act today. Let's see you soon.